Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the SETI South African business presentation. It's great delight to welcome you on here this evening. Some of our fond contacts from South Africa. My name is Hannah Gregory. I've been involved with Forever Living now for 4.5 years. Originally, I graduated from university with a huge passion to change the world. Unfortunately, I found it very unethical working within the police and in the council, so I took a change in direction. So I've had experience doing hospitality and retail as well, and then I found complete fulfilment working in the charity sector in either project management or marketing. However, I had 2 job redundancies within 4 years, and a lot of other stress and big life changes happen all at the same time. So I was then in bed on and off for 4 years with a very debilitating health condition, which the doctors took 3 years to diagnose. But basically, I wasn't really able to stay awake all day. I had over about 50 different symptoms. And I got into a huge amount of debt, and it was actually a huge worry. I was facing losing my house, and life was absolutely terrible. And then, thank the Lord, I came across Forever Living. So it's with great pleasure that I can talk you through this evening. So in Forever, we have an ethic that you can't change your life if you don't change your thinking. So we help you to change your thinking, to change your actions, to change your life, and it's very rewarding and fulfilling. So originally, we were founded in Arizona in the USA. 37 years ago now, by a wonderful family that had a massive vision to help people to take control of their life, to have a better lifestyle, work-life balance and financial security, and also better health. So the family that set us up then are still at the helm of our wonderful company today. So they really do care about where we are going. Now, worldwide last year, our turnover was $2.6 billion worldwide. That's tremendous. The massive thing that stood out to me and to many people was the security and how solid the company is. So the family own everything we do outright, including all of the aloe vera fields and everything, all the processes. So it's something called cash rich, debt free. Sounds a bit cheesy, but it's true. And we actually also own over 1.5 billion of assets. So all the different head offices in all the 158 countries throughout the world, you'll see your head office on the screen in a moment. So also we're involved in the health and wellness sector, and that is thriving, it's recession proof, and it's continuing to grow at an exponential pace. So there's masses of opportunity for many more people to have a much better life with us. So as you can see on this slide here, this is our history, and it's just so exciting because we turned over a profit in the first year we traded, and you can see we've grown every year since then. No drops and no stagnation either. And you can see there the massive growth we had was at a time of recession, and that's why we're having huge growth at the moment. So you can see the South African head office on the slide here, and it came into South Africa in 1995. We have some people doing very well in the business, and now there are business presentations and there are some trainings available as well in those regions. So it's a very exciting time for people in South Africa who want to get involved in the business. So we're a global opportunity. So we're all about helping you to work with a lot of people over time and building a network of people who you work with and help. And we're all home-based business owners, so it's extraordinary. It can be done very flexibly. So there's 2 main things we do. We help people with their health needs and beauty needs through personal recommending and supplying them product ranges. And we help people with their income or lifestyle through our business opportunity. So the benefits of this, it's all about personal recommendations. So it's not a traditional sales. role where you have to cold call and door knock. People who know, like, and trust you will be interested to see information from you if they're interested in sorting themselves out to have a better future. And as you grow and build the income, there is no limit. So there are many professional people who join us because they've been promoted to the absolute ceiling of where they can be promoted to unless they become the managing director. And it's also something called willable. So what that means is we can leave our income streams that we are building and that are going to continue to grow in our wills to our children, family, loved ones, friends, or even charity. And I think that's absolutely extraordinary. So many people start this business kind of 8 hours a week around full-time job, children, other commitments. However, you can also start it full-time if you're not currently working. So you can wrap it around the most busiest of lives. We've got a wonderful lady and a wonderful gentleman on it shortly who are going to share about just how busy they are and they're still managing to build a brilliant business. The training and support was a massive thing that stood out for me as well. I don't know about you, but I'd certainly not been involved in health and wellness before, not really had a business before. So it's quite a daunting prospect, isn't it? But we help you each step of the way, and we actually have awards for our training and support. So you have your personal mentor who's there with you side by side. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want to go, and we're helping you step by step, and it's a truly liberating way of working. So there is the ability to grow throughout the world. So that means you can travel throughout the world. You can move to different countries. You've got total freedom and flexibility. Now, when I started my business, I was living in the northwest of Great Britain, near Liverpool and Manchester. You might have heard of those places. And in the last 7 months, I moved to the middle of the UK, near a city called Birmingham. So it just gives you complete flexibility. We have lots of perks, which we'll talk you through in a moment. But the biggest thing we have is we're all about praising you when you're doing well. And that is just such a lovely way of working. That's where people really blossom. We have loads of recognition, lots of prizes. A lot of my team are winning some great products this month. You win certificates and pins like these and holidays and all types of things. The biggest thing, though, is that we're all about having fun, enjoying what we're doing and having fun together. And I think when you're having real fun and you love what you do, you're not working really, are you? It certainly doesn't feel like it. So what do we actually do? Well, we use the products. We ask ourselves, do we think they're good? And if we do, then great. Then we get stuck in. So we become our own best customer. You can pay yourself profit for cleaning your teeth, for helping yourself with supplements, for cleaning your house. Why pay a shop or an online website money when you can pay profit to yourself? And if you use lots of products, you're always full of wonderful knowledge and suggestions on how to help other people more. We help you to share the products, so we'll have some business launches with you. We'll help you how to speak to people. We help you to build 20 to 30 regular customers. Regular. So it's not about finding hundreds of customers. We're really about providing that extra service, really looking after our customers, building great relationships with people. And then we look to build a team of like-minded people. People like you and like me who've decided we want something better in our lives. 4.5 years ago, I decided I was not going to let someone else have my future in their hands anymore. I needed to be my own boss and I needed something flexible. So many of you on here this evening, you may be thinking along the same lines, and there'll be other people who we can show the information to with you. So we will help you build a team and then to coach those people to do what you do. So they'll use the books. They'll build a customer base and they'll now look for their key people. So this is our job description in this beautiful circle here. So at the moment you're looking at the business presentation information because you've been shown a little bit of basic information, had a conversation with somebody, perhaps through the internet, perhaps through Skype or WhatsApp or on the phone or even in person. And it all starts with who we know, okay? So we help you with that. We're a professional network marketing company, so we help you with that. And it's all about building relationships. So back to the business presentation bit. If you like what you see, then you can get started straight away and start planning and actioning with your sponsor or mentor, and they'll help you set on the right track to get to what we call a manager position. So in the centre of our simple cycle of what we do is our why. So this is your reason for building your income streams, your reason for setting up your business. So we're all different, aren't we? We're all human. So there's many reasons why people join this business. For me personally, I was looking for financial security, to be my own boss, and for something flexible and something that could work around my health. And actually my health has benefited tremendously through the product ranges. So I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. So a lot of people are in debt these days, and a lot of people want to just be able to put their head on the pillow at the end of the day, not worry about where they're going to pay the bills from or how they're going to get their food for the week. Also, there's some people that are very well off, but they are struggling. They know in the back of their minds they've not got the pension provision that they want to keep the standard lifestyle that they've become accustomed to. It might be that you want to have a new car. It might be that you want a better lifestyle, a lifestyle where you can choose to do something special with your friends, or to do some charity work, or to have some extra hobby time if you want to, playing golf or gardening. Travel, that's a huge one. I speak to people all over the world, and so many people, they just really want to go and explore cultures, and that's so possible with Forever. And self-development. There's a lot of people, we're a bit like plants, aren't we? There's a lot of people that feel quite stagnant, bored, not fulfilled in what they're doing. So there's many reasons. I might not have mentioned your reason on here today, but I can pretty much guarantee you I've never come across somebody with something that we can't help them with. It's more about your personality and if you're right for the business and if it's the right time for you. So let's help you understand what we're about. So there's you at the bottom of the tree, and you are developing your 20 to 30 customers and finding 5 key people to work with. So if you're working this part-time, maybe 10 hours a week, that's what we recommend you do. To do any more than this would be a bit insane, really. So at the top of the tree, you're helping support and you're helping your team members to grow. See them at the end of the branches there. So starting from the right-hand side there, you've got somebody in your team doing 10 hours a week. You've got a retailer in your team doing 5 hours a week. You have a business builder doing 50 hours a week. Another business builder doing 30 hours a week. And somebody else in your team doing 20 hours a week. And notice some of them are picking different roles, and that's fine. But look at this, it totals to 125 working hours per week going into your business. But you personally are only doing 10 hours per week. So this is how we can help you to multiply your time. This is how we can help you to build an equivalent to a full-time salary, working flexible part-time hours without compromising your current situation at all. And it's how we grow a successful business. So there's 3 main roles in our company. The first role is having a small customer base of a few handfuls of customers, so 20 to 30 customers. And this can be done in about 5 hours a week, and this will pay you 3,000 to 4,000 rands per month. Then the other role we have is equally as exciting, that's a business leader. So don't worry, at first I was very concerned how I do these and if I'd have the skills for them. We hold your hand and show you each step of the way. So a business leader is perhaps working 10 hours a week in their business. If they're doing the retailing role as well, they might be doing 15 hours a week. Some people start this role 8 hours a week, so it is very flexible, very doable for busy people. But look now here, you've now built an income of between 5,000 and 20,000 rands per month. Now, for some people, that's more than their current full-time job. So imagine earning that in addition to what you're currently earning right now, what difference that could make to you in your life. So a business leader is somebody who's working with a team of people, and it's a lot of satisfaction helping those people. And then we have a longer term role. So it might be, a year down the line, 2 years down the line, you've become a business leader and you're starting to help other people to achieve a business leader position in your team. Now that makes you a business developer, and definitely without a shadow of a doubt by this stage, your business will be international. So at this level, you're earning 30,000 to 200,000 rands upwards per month. Remember what I said earlier, there's no limits on what you can earn with Forever. Okay, so how does that build and what does that look like? First of all, let me share with you how we measure our business volume in Forever Living. We're obviously in 158 countries, and it would be very time consuming to work out all of the business volumes with all the changes in the exchange rates all of the time. So we created our own internal currency, and that's something called a case credit or a CC. So 1 CC is equivalent to 3,900 rands. Okay. So in this business, if you're going to build a good business, we help you to do 4 CC a month. So it's something that is like a little success habit, like we might aim to eat an apple every day and have 7 hours sleep a night. Okay, it's very achievable. I've always done it in the first week of my month. And we do the 4 CC a month by using the products ourselves, retailing to small few handfuls of customers, and by recruiting people to work with and coaching and helping them. And it's a beautiful business to be involved in, because if we're not helping people to do well, then we can't really progress and be incredibly successful either. So it all starts when you register into the business. Okay, now there's 2 ways of registering. You can register with 15% off, or you can register with 35% off. Now I'll explain the ins and outs of that in a moment. So your first promotion is supervisor. Now this is something that's likely to happen within your first 3 months in the business. Some people do it within the 3 weeks. So it's over 2 consecutive months. Any 2 consecutive months. That could be December and January. It could be November and December. It could be January and February. You choose, because you're in control. You're the boss. Now, as a supervisor, you're probably doing about 10, 12 hours a week. You're working with 3 to 5 team members, and you're earning 1,000 to 3,500 rands, but plus your retail income as well. Okay, so that it's starting to look quite interesting at this level. Now you also start to earn a 3% team building bonus at this level. So now you're earning a total of 38% of the products. Okay. Now Forever was designed to help people. So no money is taken off anybody. It's taken from all the money that Forever Living save, because they are owned outright and they don't pay for advertising and they're not in the shop. So it's all very ethical. So your next promotion you'll look towards is an assistant manager position. So this is very realistic to achieve in your 3rd, 4th or 5th month in your business, depending on how fast or slow you want to go. And by the way, not everybody wants to build a team. If you want to be a retailer and you are to then that's absolutely brilliant. Is it 40,000? Sorry, it's 4,000. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with your currency. Huge apologies. So assistant manager, it's very exciting, because at this level you're earning between 3,500 and 7,000 rands per month, plus 2,000, 4,000 rands per month as well. Okay, so this is where you get 75 CC over 2 consecutive months with yourself and 10 to 15 of your team. So you earn the difference between what you're on and your team member is on. So at this stage, you're earning either 8 or 5% of your team. And products that you use and the products you recommend, you earn a total of 43% profit. And I think that's absolutely incredible. So assistant manager for some people can replace a full-time salary. For other people, it can replace a part-time salary. Now, there's a very exciting role called the manager position, and we talked about it very briefly. This is the business leader role. So this is where you're working with 20 to 30 people in your team. Now, to achieve this, you and your team do 120 case quotes over 2 consecutive months. Now, this is very achievable to achieve within your 5th or 6th month in the business. Some people achieve it much quicker, some people achieve it much slower, because you're in the driving seat and it's reliant on how many people you're speaking to and how many people that you're helping as well. So you're earning between 8,000 and 20,000 rands per month at this level, and you're earning between 5, 10 and 13% of your team's business volumes, and you're achieving 48% profit from the products that you personally use and the products you recommend. This is life-changing, particularly if you are already working and you can build this around a full-time job. Just imagine what difference that can make to you. Unfortunately, I was not in such a lucky position. I was building my business with a massive debt, to be honest, huge debt. I didn't have another income. But then again, that can be very motivating when you're in that position, can't it? So, what does it look like to grow from there? Because we mentioned the business developer role, didn't we? Where you're helping other people achieve the manager position. So you can see on the left-hand side here, you're in the yellow shirt, and you're earning 8,000 to 20,000 rands per month. Now, say if you help somebody called Flo in your team get to manager, you would earn a 6% royalty style income for life. So that would be £10,000 rands per month that you would be earning from Flo's business. If you and Flo help Joe get to a manager position, you would earn 3% of Joe's business for life, and every month roughly you would earn 5,000 rands per month. And if you, Flo and Joe help Mo get to manager, you would earn 2% of Mo's income for life, and that would be worth 3,000 rands per month. So you can be earning 10,000 to 18,000 rands per month on top of what you're already earning, because a royalty income is where you work incredibly hard once and it keeps on paying you and it keeps on paying you, a bit like a famous author or a famous pop star. Now that income is willable, so you can leave that to children, family, friends, relatives and or charity. Now imagine if you had more than one leg of managers. So imagine if you had 5 legs of managers. That would be, gosh, that would be well over 100,000 rands per month, well over. So from a manager position, you can work your way up there by helping 2 people to become a manager in your team, and that would make you a senior manager, and you would now be earning between 30,000 and 50,000 rands. Now again, there are many people who do this around full-time work. Soaring manager, you've helped 5 people achieve the manager position now, and you're earning between 50,000 and 100,000 rands per month. So I would suggest if you're still working in your job at this stage, you must absolutely love it. But isn't this tremendous how you can build this? Sapphire manager, so you've helped 9 people get to manager, that's 140,000 to 250,000 rands per month, plus a 1% gem bonus, which believe me, that can really mount up. Sapphire manager, diamond sapphire manager even. We have 17 personally sponsored managers by the time you get to a diamond sapphire manager. So this is 250 to 400,000 rands per month, and you get a 2% gem bonus pay rise as well. Now, diamond manager, 450,000, no limit. So it seriously is no limit, because in Africa you have some diamond managers and you have some double diamond managers, and in other areas of the world you have some triple diamond managers and some quadruple diamond managers. So when we say there's no limit on what you can earn, we are really serious about that. You know, you can help 200 people get to manager if you like, and that would make you got a card, you can work it out. So, some additional perks we have. I've mentioned that it's family run, haven't I? So we're not owned by shareholders at all. So they set aside 3% of the company turnover, and it's to reward people who achieve the chairman's bonus incentives. There's little criteria you can work very hard throughout the year to achieve, and forever want to reward the people that are doing really well. So that means you'll receive a cheque. So imagine the end of 2016, approaching New Year 2017, you've just had Christmas. Imagine getting a cheque for £5,000. That, I mean, it's just going to be, sorry, it's probably about £10,000 actually, your first cheque. So yeah, that's absolutely extraordinary. And it's not just the elite few that are winning these. You know, there are hundreds and hundreds of people in each country being awarded cheques each year. There's a few other great perks as well. One's called an incentive program, and it's where when your business hits certain volumes, you can achieve additional payments. So this is on top of what you're already earning, from £4,200 per month all the way up to £8,400 per month, because we have different levels of this, you see, that you can qualify for. So this is a great way to pay off debts, or to buy a car, or to pay for private tuition fees for your children, or to move abroad or do some travelling. So you can do whatever you want to do with it. Global travel. So there's a lot of people that have just got back from Mexico recently. And we've also had, Mexico, and also from Singapore. So we have a lot of different travelling centres. I personally won a few holidays, and it's tremendous. And when you get spending money, you really have to pinch yourself. So imagine being able to take a loved one with you on an all expenses paid holiday, and one with spending money as well. And you can take your children too. So you do get so very well looked after in this business. So having a look at this slide, you can see we have people from all backgrounds doing this business. So on the slide, you can see Sandro's a beautician, you can see an estate agent, you can see a franchisor and housewife, you can see people involved in real estate, nurses, medical doctors. Now, I'm sure you'd love to hear from some real life people this evening. So we have two wonderful volunteers. So first of all, let me just invite Tanya, who is originally from South Africa. Tanya is a tremendous lady. We're having lots of fun working together. So Tanya, are you able to say your little story, please?
Good evening, everyone. I moved to the UK over 10 years ago. Basically, I grew up in Durban. I qualified as a fitter and turner in South Africa, and my husband was also a qualified fitter and turner. So when we got married, we decided that we wanted a better future, so we moved to the UK. Basically, I joined the business in July. Not long after I joined the business, my father passed away in South Africa, so I went back to South Africa for about 10 days. While I was out there, I had a really, really big attitude adjustment, and it made me really realize how lucky we are to be able to take charge of our own lives. One big thing that really stood out for me is the fact that, you know, we're in charge of our own health. So if you want to be healthier, you'll find a way to be healthier. My first few weeks in the business, obviously, like I said, was quite busy because I'd been to South Africa and internet connection. But since I've been back in the UK, I've really taken the time to get stuck in and do the activities, and I find that the support from your manager has been absolutely amazing. So you can do as much or as little as you feel comfortable with. So if you need some time out, you can take time out. And if you want to get really stuck in, all the tools are there for you. So everything's accessible, as long as you have access to the internet or access to mails. And also, you'd be quite surprised how many people you actually know once you start making a list. Because at first I thought, how on earth am I ever going to do this business? And once I really got my head around it, it's taking me a little bit longer, but it's at my own pace. I also have 2 little children, and I also have 2 other part-time businesses. So I do cakes and things like that. I also do party planning, so I do modeling balloons and entertainment and things like that. So I'm quite a busy person, but I'm finding the business has been absolutely amazing, and the fact that it's for my own personal development as well as earning money. And the greatest thing about it all is using the products has made a big change in my life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanya. That was absolutely tremendous. Now, I'm incredibly proud to work with Tanya, because Tanya works this business around a part-time job, 2 part-time businesses, and 2 children under the age of 7. She's like Wonder Woman, and she's absolute delight to work with. So now we also have a wonderful Dave, who has volunteered to do his 1-minute business story. So Dave, are you there? Let me unmute you. Feel free to put your camera on if you want to, Dave. There you are.
Okay. Hi, yeah, my name's Dave Beatsmore. I'm an IT manager and engineer. Worked all my life doing similar kind of technical work. Got to the stage of having a good income, comfy life, and then I got divorced and ended up with major debts because of that, which I'll just mention in a minute. I actually joined Forever 18 months ago because I'd suffered from psoriasis since I was 5 years old, and I'd used some of their products many years before, and then came across, well, when I met Hannah, I knew straight away that the products were really good, so I tried them again, and it worked absolute wonders, and it disappeared off my arms within a matter of weeks. And it's also been amazing, had amazing results with my diabetes as well, absolutely incredible. So I joined purely at the start to get the products cheaper, because once you join, you get them cheaper for life, depending on what level you join at, is what level of discount you get. Since then, purely, I wasn't intending on doing the business, but I was just very enthusiastic about the results I'd had and thought the products were brilliant, and sort of just generally telling people about it. And as a result of that, 3 of my family have become regular customers and buy the products, and they've had great benefits as well. So about a month ago, I had a little think and decided that I would actually do the business properly, because I just saw it as a means to an end, as a business that can just earn me extra money, simple as that. And I can pay off my debts and, you know, plan to retire early through putting money away, because you can earn a lot of money doing this business. So I've made a start. I made a list of people to contact from my friends, and I'm still, as Tanya mentioned, adding more people to that. Most days I think of more people I can add to the list. I've started contacting them, and although I was a bit nervous at first, contacting people, and some of them who I'd not spoken to for a long time, I just sort of just did it, and it actually turns out it's dead easy, really, because you're only inviting them to see some information, and it's up to them whether they're interested or not. But a couple of people have already agreed to have further meetings with me, and find out more about it. So that's really exciting, and that's just within a couple of weeks. So I'm very excited about the future now. There's a lot more possibilities there, and yeah, it's sort of given me a new outlook, really. Very exciting. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dave. That's absolutely brilliant. It's wonderful to see the growth with Dave and Tanya already, because they've already started to build a team. Tanya's working with 3-4 team members, and Dave's working with a team member already. And it's great to see how just little pockets of effort every single day consistently can build you a new life. So now, with great delight, I get to show you the whole reason I actually did join Forever Living in the first place. So basically, I mentioned I'd been in bed for most of 4 years with a very debilitating immune system condition. So I'll tell you a little about it in a minute, but it's this one here. I'll put it to one side to remind me to tell you about that. So the marketplace, now looking at this business, you probably think, okay, so what do we do? How does it work? We are involved in over 250 different products, would you believe? And 2 million rand is spent every day in South Africa on the following market sectors. And we are in all their market sectors. This is the type of scope we have to build in South Africa. So weight management, that's a massive area that people are interested in. You know, so many people want to gain weight or lose weight and just be in control of their weight and have a healthy approach to their exercise and nutrition. Personal care, so to be able to use products that we would use every day, but they don't have as many chemicals in them, and to make a profit from it too. Skincare, lots of people care more about how they look than how they feel, don't they? Sports performance, that's a massive growing area. A lot of people getting very into their sports and kind of physical activities with friends and social clubs. Mobility, we're living to an older age now, aren't we? So people want to have the use of their body in their later years to enjoy life to its fullest. My mum was struggling a lot with her mobility when I joined this business, and it was an absolute delight to help her. Nutritional supplements, animal care. So a lot of people are very, very passionate about their pets, more so than their family. So it's great that we can actually share the products we use with our pets and our animals. We have to buy separate products for them. And household cleaning products. One product that cleans everything. It's tremendous. So we have pure and simple products that are for absolutely everyone, right from nursing, from the nursery through to the nursing home. So any age group. So why Foama products? Now, you guys know about aloe vera, don't you? I've actually got an aloe vera plant here in testament to you, but it grows naturally in South Africa. We're the world's #1 grower of aloe vera. We own 85% of the world's cultivated aloe vera crops. And we utilise the Aloe barbendinius Miller plant. It's like the Rolls Royce of the aloe vera family, because there's over 300 different aloe vera types of plants. So we are the #1 in our quality. No chemicals have ever been used in any of the aloe vera plantations or in any part of the production process. And everything is made by hand. It's hand harvested, it's hand filleted. So we use the gel from the centre of the aloe vera leaf, and a lot of you guys will be using it. I know Tanya used to clean a barbecue with it, and washed their hair with it when she lived over there. Now it's a patented stabilisation process that we use. So it's a cold process as well. So our products literally are alive like they are in a 5 to 10 year old aloe vera plant, and there is nothing else on the marketplace like it. It's totally unique to us. And we are so confident in the product range. We have a 30-day, no quibble, satisfaction money back guarantee. So people you recommend it to, they can save up their list in the receipt, and if they're not happy, they can get their money back. So we have other seals of approval as well. So it's not just us saying that we're good. We have the Aloe Science Council seal of approval. We have the kosher, halal, and Islamic Society ratings. So that means we can speak to people of any faiths and backgrounds about the product ranges. And we also have cruelty free as well. So a lot of people are kind of like me, very intrigued about the products, quite serious about building an income, and forever put together an amazing business owner's box for you to be able to trial the top selling products. So the aloe vera gel drink is the main product that I'd already started taking, and I joined the business to get this cheaper primarily. I'd gone from having 20 lots of antibiotics in 3 years to, in the last 4.5 years, I've only had 2 lots of antibiotics. I've been in bed ill most of the time for 4 years, and within a month I could read a letter again, get out of bed again. And for the last 4.5 years I've had so much better health. My skin is so much better, so many benefits of it. It's just absolutely extraordinary. So they say the key to great health is having a good, healthy digestive system, and over 200 nutrients, compounds, amino acids, and enzymes from the aloe vera means that you can help to make your body work better, so you'll feel better. So there's lots of amazing benefits you can have from this product. My second product that I used was the toothpaste, because it is actually a tooth gel. So it's not a paste, it's a gel, so it doesn't kind of scratch the teeth in any way. And it's aloe vera and propolis. And propolis is what the bees collect from the trees to line the beehive with, makes it sterile. So imagine that in your mouth every morning. It's also fluoride free. So at the end of this webinar, Google fluoride and just have a look at why it's been banned from over 12 countries already. And the spearmint makes it bright green, so it's the end of bedtime arguments with children. They love it. They call it their Shrek toothpaste. Had lots of people saying that they will not switch back from this. It lasts 2-3 times on their normal toothpaste. Their teeth are much brighter. They're not having to visit the dentist as much, so it's a great one. One of my favourite supplements, which is actually the most popular selling supplement, is the bee pollen tablets. So again, you could Google the properties of bee pollen. In our bee pollen tablets, there's 500 milligrams of bee pollen in each tablet, which is equivalent to a whole jar of honey. So I can get through anything with these. The energy and concentration you get from them is tremendous, and given my health condition, it's an absolute miracle for me. There's a lot of professional people that work long hours, drive long distances, perhaps used to drink lots of coffee and Red Bull and energy drinks that are perhaps not too good for us, and they're using bee pollen, saving lots of money and feeling much better. Students for those parties and for revising and exams, young mums with babies, so no wonder these are our top selling supplements. So they're my 3 most favourite products, but basically the reason for getting the box is a way for you to invest in yourself and rechannel some of the money you're already spending in the shops on products you already use and try out Forever's equivalents. It also means that you've got top selling products to show and recommend straight away at business launches and meetings, and you've got all the literature you need to be able to show and share information professionally, and to have our product manual and policy manual and everything else that you need for a good business. So there's actually 2 ways of joining the business. We've got the business owners box here, which in South Africa you actually get more products. This is a photograph of the one from the UK, but it's 4,500 rands in South Africa, and you get a lot more for your money than you do in the UK. So please let us know if you want to see what exactly you do get, and then we can help you with that. So that gives you 35% off, an instant promotion to being a Forever business owner at assistant supervisor level, and also gives you 2cc business volume. So if you remember back to the 4cc success habit, it means you've got half that in the bag already. So if you want to have a really fast flying start, it's the best way to do it. It's also heavily discounted. So again, in terms of a business sense, you're going to be making more profit straight away. However, there is a different way of joining. You can join as something called a Novus customer. And that's where you get 15% off the products. And in South Africa, there's a few different Novus customer product packs that you can get your hands on for 1,800 rands. What that means, though, is you're going to be earning 15% from the products you use and recommend, not 35%, and you don't get a free literature pack either. So it's a case really of speaking to the person who's invited you on here, just explain the difference, and you can make the decisions to what's right for you. Okay, so moving on, will this work for you? Now, we turn this around really, because Forever's been working incredibly well for 35 years for hundreds of thousands of people around the world. So it's more about you and where you're at in your life and your motivation levels and how much you want what you want, or how you feel you need what you want in your life. So if you're going to take it seriously and treat it like a business, you know, like pretending you're learning to drive or studying for your A-levels again, or, you know, and applying some consistent effort each day, whether it's 20 minutes one day, an hour the next day, a few hours the next day, 20 minutes the next day, you know, touching your business every day. If you're self-motivated, because you are the boss, when you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, you're looking at the employee and the boss. So, you do need to be locked into what you want. You need to be quite well organised and motivated to go out and get it. And you also need to be willing to work closely with the person who's introduced you to the business and your upline and the team, because they have got nuggets of information that can save you a lot of blood, sweat and tears, and that whole working together and having fun together, you'll find your journey much more enjoyable and growing a lot faster. Being prepared to tell people what you're doing. You know, if you spent £500,000 on a franchise, or you spent £300,000 on a shop, you would invite every single person in your community. You would let every single person you know in your family, all of your friends, you'd probably place some adverts in the local area as well, wouldn't you? So if you're going to expect serious results in this business, you need to kind of put some serious effort into it and be willing to tell everybody about what you're doing in a professional way, inviting them to see some information. Again, your mentor or sponsor will help you with that. Being coachable and being willing to attend relevant training. Now, Forever's been built now over many years, and we know what works well, certain things don't work well. So you do need to be willing to listen and take on board suggestions from your sponsor. You need to be willing to log into trainings on the internet and go to real life trainings from time to time as well, if you're gonna want to build a whole new life with this business. If you pretend you spent £200,000 on your business owner's box, I'm sure you would get everything. You'd build an income of £200,000 with that. Being willing to think big and dream big and set big goals for yourself and your family and the people that are important to you in your life. I always think it's a real shame, because as children we know exactly what we want. If you've got children or grandchildren, it's so easy to speak to them and they'll tell you exactly. They're fearless, that it doesn't even enter into their minds that they won't get what they want. And as we grow up, our community, perhaps parents, perhaps teachers, perhaps bad experiences, disappointments, we kind of shrink wrap what we want according to our situation. And having nearly lost my house and being in a massive amount of debt 4.5 years ago, I couldn't think what I wanted at all. So it's tremendous, because Forever Living gives you that ability to build your confidence back up and to dream and hope again. So, I've set all types of goals since then and achieved a lot of them, and I've got lots more for the future. And you end up feeling like a kid in a sweet shop again, just that childlike, positive, that life's wonderful, we can have whatever we want. It takes time for that to happen, I'm sure. Having a great attitude. So if you're a positive person, if you're paying a real interest in other people and you're lighting up the room when you're speaking to people, you will fly in this business. If you're quite negative at times, it's going to be a lot harder for you to build your business if you're not positive. But don't worry, because we know what we've used to help us with that, and we can share that with you. There's lots of great things on YouTube and little links to books and different things that can help you with that. Committing the time to become successful. So everybody who's very successful in the business will read kind of 5-10 pages of a book every day, perhaps listen to a bit of a CD or a YouTube clipping on some skills that you need to work on, or motivation. Being committed to having your regular customers, treating your customers like gold dust, really paying attention to them and looking after them well. And the same with your team, really, because you'll start to build the most amazing friendships, and some of your team will be people you already know that you're quite close to as well. And that's just wonderful to be able to have such fun with people really close to you. I have the amazing benefit of working with my best friend and some of my family, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Being committed to finding the key people. There will be tough times in the business. There will be some days where you'll question yourself and you'll question your decision. But when I look back now to previous jobs I've had, this is so much more enjoyable. I had a lot more worse days in my old job than I do in Forever. So again, if you're willing to speak to your upline and get yourself stuck into something positive and motivational and pull yourself up from those moments. So in Forever we say don't be average, go for greatness. So hopefully that's helped you have a bit of a reality check with yourself on whether you feel this business is for you. So from where you've seen so far, you'll have a feeling right now already from this information. So you may feel that you can see where it's good for other people, but nothing's really excited you hugely in this information. You really don't feel it's for you at the moment. That's absolutely fine. We respect your decision. We may not agree with it, but we respect your decision. What I would say is still speak to the person who's invited you to look at this, because you could have a look at some of the information about products in our private Healthy Happy group, and you could have a look at some information via email, and these are life-changing products. might be that you can see, yes, this is for you, or you think it's for you and you're very excited, but you've got some questions, you've got certain things that need airing and clearing in your mind before you make a decision as to whether it's definitely for you. So in that case, make sure you please get back in touch with the person who's invited you on here, because they can help you. We're not going to entice people to work with us who we don't feel are ready and are going to be successful, rest assured at that. So we'll just help you get the right information so you understand where you're at and you can make an informed decision. So it might be that you've watched this, you've been on the edge of your seat the whole time, you've got 1,000,001 ideas, you're absolutely mega excited and you just cannot wait to get started. So if that's the case, speak to the person who's invited you on here immediately. Get your hands on the electronic form for you to fill out to register. It's free to register, and that gives you access to trade in any of the 158 countries that we're currently working in. And then order your Biz products, your box, depending on which level you want to join at. So again, you might just want to check a few things over, have a quick look at the packs with the person who's invited you on here, so you can make sure that you're giving yourself the best start. Very important, make sure you book your business planning session for yourself with your sponsor as well. So we'd endeavour to do that with you within a few days. Really difficult. We're going to ask you questions like, how much would you like to earn? When would you like to earn it? And what role would you like to focus on to start with? So it's not too difficult to start off with. So I'd like to leave you with this quote from Nelson Mandela. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. And when I first looked at Forever, I have to say I was quite sceptical. I was quite excited, quite nervous, unsure, and in the end I did decide it was for me. So it's one of those things, the passion develops as you start to use the product and you learn more about it. But it's absolutely liberating to work with people who are passionate about what they do and to have your life in your own hands. So dare to dream. That's definitely a way forward for you. I hope you've enjoyed this information. If you're not sure who's invited you on here, no doubt it will be one of my team members. You can feel free to contact me. My phone number is 07843 936 755, and there's a little screen come up now with my email address and my Facebook details, so I can make sure that you're put back into touch with the person who has invited you on here. And if it's me who's invited you on here, then yes, you've definitely got my contact details. So I hope you have a very exciting rest of your day or a very sleepless night, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you for joining us. Bye.